Welcome to my YouTube channel. That sounds kind of funny to say. Please be patient with me as I work through this process because I have attempted several times to make YouTube videos, and every time I feel that is simply not my gifting. And yet, at the same time, I have things that I do feel passionately about and would love to share. So maybe I can figure this out and maybe it will end up working. To be kind of an intro video, so not so much topics. And so first of all, if you even know whether or want to be able to know whether you're going to care about listening to me, I guess you want to know probably a little bit where I'm coming from, who I am, why I'm doing this, what my story is. So for one, some of the things I will hope to be sharing on here will be health related, as I have been studying things in the world of health for over 20 years. I think my journey with that kind of started along with reading Sally Fallon's book, Nourishing Traditions, and kind of poring over Weston Price. I read Weston Price's book on nutrition and physical degeneration years and years ago, and it was very impactful on me. And those were some of the tools that I had, apart from even being raised in a family that maybe was pretty far from typical and mainstream. And I'll talk maybe more about that later. But there were so many fads going on in the 70s and 80s and 90s. And there still is ongoing in the diet world, one fad after another. But those resources kind of helped me realize that a lot of that is just crazy nonsense, and most of it is built on just a need for making money. It's all economical, and sadly, that's not what the area of health should be most focused on, but sometimes that's really the news that ends up coming to us because that's just what makes the most money. And a lot of time it just promotes an entire industry like the diet health industry, diet food industry. There's nothing healthy about any of it. I was so passionate about combating these ideas that I actually wrote a book early on, but I probably shouldn't even talk about it because I never even published it. But I did actually finish it even, which was kind of remarkable back then. But I have since continued to research and always try to stay abreast of what's going on in the health food world. I haven't always, because the truth is, letting you know about me here, most of the reason I did hours and hours of research is not so I could even find the best regimen so much as I just wanted to be free from ideas and restraints that were numerable in the diet world that would not do me any good. There were so many people I knew who were following diet protocols so much more strictly than I was and doing terrible. And a lot of it was because it was simply false information being fed to them. I didn't have guilt about what I ate, and anyways, that's a whole long story, but I'm just saying it's been a long journey. So when I try to share things on health on here, I am by no means any kind of expert. I've just been dabbling in it for a long time, and I'm hoping to share some of those ideas on here. Inevitably, the channel will address issues that may sound like religion or other ideas. I don't really think about it as religion. The truth is, I have believed in God since as long as I can remember, and I was rooted in the Bible. And that has definitely impacted my thinking, my worldview throughout my life. I mean, so if you don't believe in God, good luck listening to my channel, but hey, have at it. Everyone is always welcome to challenge anything I say. I love challenging, looking at, and just exploring new ideas. And I'm not afraid of them being challenged, because kind of part of this whole journey has really been a lifelong pursuit of finding truth, just what truth is. I was raised Baptist. I had certain denominations. There was other institutes I was a part of and associated or affiliated with. But the truth is, I have changed in my thinking and even my view of God and all kinds of things. And some of the things that I thought and believed early on have evolved, have changed, have grown, have maybe stopped altogether. But for me, my belief in God transcends any religion or affiliation I've ever been a part of. I know He exists. He has done things in my life that I could share so many stories about. So it is a very integral part of how I view the world and creation. To me, He is the God who is creator. That sets Him apart from any other being or idea on the planet. And it's extremely fundamental in building beliefs I even have about health and life and mental health and looking at things in a way, like, because I do actually believe that how we think and how we feel may even motivate our physical health and well-being more than even the physical stuff we do. Another thought and topic for another day. But, so just giving a little bit of idea of where I've come from, what sort of journey I am, and whether you'd even want to be a part of it. And some of what I want to do is maybe even ask questions during these videos, get some answers from some people who'll be following, and I don't know, have some fun. God willing, I hope it becomes something that flourishes and can be a blessing somehow in some way. I have an enormous amount of ideas. Making those ideas reality is always, like, there's a separation in that. Like, nothing turns out exactly how you envision. But I just hope and pray it actually becomes whatever it's supposed to be. That's really my biggest desire. So, that all said, that's my little intro. And one thing I do want to make happen in every video I do is I want to offer some kind of freebie. I love Canva. It's like my favorite place to go create, and I like creating things on there all the time. Just this week, I was creating some posters, some print-offs for schooling. And one of them was a point system that I set up for my son and some of my other sons too. All the kids, but it's mostly for the boys as they're the younger ones, and especially the one I still have at home that I'm homeschooling. And I kind of like the point system that I came up with, and I love the subject planner that I put on there. So if you're not doing homeschooling and that's not something you're interested in, then I'm sorry, it might not be something so exciting for you, but it's going to be something different every time. And sometimes maybe they'll be more generic. But anyways, just something that I wanted to be able to share. And the way I'm going to share it is just through email. So if you're not subscribed to my email, I think the easiest way to do that is just to go to my website. I don't do a whole lot with it, but it is still the easiest way to get subscribed to my email list. You just go on rachelbenura.com. So if you know how to spell my name, then you can get on my website, because it's literally just rachelbenura.com, and a pop-up will come up with the option to put your name and your email address, and that is probably the easiest way. I don't send out a ton of emails. It's just not something I have tons of time to do. I just don't. Let's be real. But I'm hoping to do that regularly and at least send out those freebies. And then it's also a place that I want to let people know about what I'm selling in my shop on Etsy. And that'll be another video. It's all natural skincare products and a few other things that have to do with herbs and the world of natural, because I love natural things and I love herbs and I love plants. So that is something that I will be updating on if some things change, if I have new things come out, like, oh yes, I did actually come up with a new set of herbal cards, which I do love. I just want them to be pretty, and I try to make it really concise and something that you could use for homeschooling to put on your wall. Anyways, that's something I actually sell as a download on my Etsy shop, so it's not a tangible product, but just to give you an idea. So that is my way that I'm going to try to work on you know, building some revenue, hopefully, and offering some products that are all natural without any of the junk. And I could share a whole story on why that became a passion for me when I was actually looking up skincare products, and I was appalled at what I found. But anyways, that said, I will be sending out an email with that printable. So if you are subscribed, you will get it. And if not, go to rachelbernard.com and be subscribed. I'm going to try to wait a little bit after launching this video to send that out. So if you don't get the email, just let me know. I will send it to you. And you know, each time that I do one of these, I'm gonna try to create something else. And you'll be able to go to the site, and for the most part, I have it where you can actually make changes on there. So if you want to change the wording, you want to change anything, you can do that right there on Canva, and then you can download and print. Anyways, it's fun. It's just fun, and it's pretty. Yes, I could just write all this stuff down on plain paper and it would work, but I have a need for things to look aesthetically pleasing. So if you're like me, maybe you will enjoy some of that too. And of course, we're all different, but that's all I have to say in this video. And I hope we can get back here for talking about more topic related videos. Now, if there's anything that you have and you've listened so far, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. But if you have any ideas, please put them in the comments below under the video, and whatever gets the most comments, I will do my hardest to make a video on that. Absolutely. So anyways, I'm guessing this won't reach a whole lot of people, and if you've listened so far, thank you. I probably have an idea in my mind of some of you who may be watching this right now, and thank you for loving me enough to watch my video, having no idea what I'm really embarking on at this point. But thank you. I appreciate it, and I hope that we can have fun together on this journey. Bye.